If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
Hello folks, Larry here, and welcome to my review on the FBR Ranga's Madras fountain pen. It's one of the newest models in the fountain pen revolution. As you can see on his website, they really are some really nice colors that he came out with. This one you're looking at is a multicolored premium ebonite. They also come acrylic as well. So the colors real quick are multicolored, blue, red, and ebonite. And then in acrylic they're going to come in blue stripes, orange stripes, and green stripes. So you got a wide selections of colors. And let's go right to the nib before I open everything up here. Extra fine, fine, medium. Then from there it's going to take off for a broad 1mm stub, architect, and a steel flex and a steel ultra flex nib. Now all those except for the ultra flex are going to run a $4 upgrade charge, and the ultra flex is going to run you a $14 upgrade charge. Now he does do engraving. Now that's another thing that Kevin has added. The standard for $18 and the colored fill for $22. And I do believe that Kevin does sell the gold nibs as well. So I'm sure you've all heard about the pen already and reviews about the pen, where he teamed up with Ranga to bring the FBR Ranga Madras model after the body design of the Ranga Splendor. I think I said that right. So the Madras is fitted with the FBR number 6. It's a screw-in nib. That's really cool. I like those kind of nibs the best. Unit and manufactured to the specifications that Kevin requested. So the constructed of premium acrylite or ebonite. And yeah, this pen is a really good looking pen. Alright, so the features of this pen is, I'll turn that pen over a little bit for you. Cartridge converter fill, converter included, with a premium or acrylite ebonite construction. Just depends what you order. It has a screw-in top, and it accepts number 6 nibs with a plastic feed. Again, accepts their standard number 6 units nibs with a plastic feeds. Now the length of the pen. Are y'all ready? Here we go. And then I'm going to open it up and I'll do some writing. The length cap 5.5 inches, posted 6.9 inches. The length without the cap is 5.1 inches. The weight at the grip, the width at the grip, 4.0 inches. And the weight of the pen is a whopping 28 G's. If you are interested in this pen, you need to go to his website, Fountain Pen Revolution. Just plug that in and it's going to pop you right up. So, when did this pen come out? Because I know it's going to be asked. It could be, I don't know, maybe a little before March. Not really sure. So, I think it's time to, we'll just take this little bitty apart. So here we go. Got a nice chrome clip. Nice and sturdy. It's going to stay secure. And as you go up the cap, you see how it makes like a cone? And let's just go on down the barrel as it thins out when you get to the bottom of the barrel. And again, at the bottom, kind of does the same thing, kind of mirrors the top. And as we go down this beautiful barrel, there's nothing here that's going to make you feel uncomfortable when you hold your pen. It's got a nice size grip. And right here is where the cap section screws on. Perfect. And if you have a large hand, I think it's going to be perfect as well. And it's got a steel nib on it. And it has a broad nib. And I have some Robert Oyster ink in it. I believe it could be frankly green. And we'll unscrew the barrel. And here's the converter. Pull out, push in. And let me see here. And you know, I don't see any holes. Yeah, 1 second, let me look for a minute before I say anything. Yeah. Where it couldn't be made into an eyedropper, but before you make it into an eyedropper, I would put maybe some water in there to make sure that there's no holes in here, but it doesn't appear to be. I can't be wrong, just double check, okay? Alright, now my good friends, let me post the pen. For those who like to post, there you go. And then I'm going to use some campus paper, and it's the
Kokuro
paper, Japanese, really some fine paper. And let's do a little bit of writing, okay? La la la. Here we go again. Right. Now, what I like to also say is, I've had this ink in this pen inked up for a few weeks, maybe. And just to give it a test to see how it was going to perform not being used. And as you can see, no problems whatsoever. Reverse.
The ink flow appears to be pretty consistent.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there you have it. Let me see what I can do here. Look at that, beautiful. I love a nice wet nib, smooth, and broad's very cool. We're going to have a pen revolution. And we'll do it wet. We know it's going to be wet. That's nice. That's nice. Nice, nice. Well, there you have it. And that, my good friends, is the newest family member to the fountain pen revolution. Yes. And thank you, Kevin, for providing the pen for review. So, with that said, I hope you enjoyed the review and got something out of it. Now, it's going to be up to you what you think. So, if you ever have any problems with Kevin's pens, you can always get in touch with him through his website, and he'll make it right for you. You stand behind his pens. It's a good thing. So, folks, peace, love, God bless. Be kind to a stranger out there. God knows we need it today. And try to help somebody any way you can. Remember, as always, don't text and don't drive.